Previously on Pokémon Science and Magic. We arrived at Frostbit Falls to obtain the scroll. Unfortunately, Team Ragnarok beat us to it. But, very fortunately, one of the highest ranking members of the Double C, Gresley, showed up to lend his assistance. Thanks to his help, we managed to obtain the second scroll, and discover a few more mysteries along the way. Now though, the Double C doesn't really need our help at the moment until they uncover another scroll. So that leaves us with one question.
Now what?
Well, I guess the best thing that we can do is travel around the region some more, see what else we can discover, and improve our rank some more. And that's exactly what we're going to do today, as our journey through Cryoto continues right now. Since the route where we ended last time was a dead end, we have to travel all the way back to Heron City in order to access a different path. If there are some activities that you've left undone, feel free to do them now while you have the chance. However, I have the feeling that you guys probably might want to get a move on instead. So let's travel east and see what we can find on Route 8. For a little while, we'll be taking a break from travelling near the edge of the country, and instead go right through it. Route 8 is a vast countryside, teeming with plenty of trainers and Pokémon. It's also very expansive, so be careful not to get lost in it. However, while we're travelling on it, we can encounter, of course, some new Pokémon which we haven't yet seen. The first of these is the Gallant Pokémon, Gallistallion, a headstrong but highly dedicated horse. Despite being native now, it didn't originally belong in the Cryoto region. In fact, during the days of the Krytonian War, they were imported to this region from Galar. However, as the years went by, they eventually became extinct in Galar, hence why they can no longer be found there. However, they're still thriving here in the Cryoto region, and there are actually efforts to try and reintroduce them to their original home. Once they start warming up to their trainers, they can also be a very friendly Pokémon. It's a good one to have on your side. Moving on, it's everyone's favourite tradition in a Pokémon game, the Pikachu clone.
Boo! You stink!
Okay, I know, this gimmick sucks, but it's a tradition in Pokémon games and we have to have it. Anyway, this is Rashaku, the messenger Pokémon. This creature is capable of transforming itself into a literal bolt of lightning that can zigzag across the region in seconds. Due to this incredible speed, it was often used in the olden days as a fast travel form of message and letter delivering. Even in our days, there are still some people who use Rashaku in order to deliver their small letters. It also has a new signature ability called Elec Mail, where, once it makes contact with an opponent's Pokémon, it will not only steal their item, but once it leaves the field, it will put that item onto whichever Pokémon you send out next. It also has a new move called Lightning Tag, which is essentially an electric priority attack. As you can imagine, these aren't the only Pokémon that you can find on this route. With a big field like this, there's a ton of Pokémon that you can uncover. Other newbies that you can find on this route are Hallusion for the first time, Crytonium Baneri and Wooloo, Woolarm, Viscerine, Shrewderole, Marshweed and Woolert. And in terms of the oldies, we can find Abra, Fletchinder, Beautifly, Dustox, Nuzleaf, Machop, Spinda and Makuhita. Feel free to do some more team building while you're here, and make sure to continue updating me on what your teams are in the comments below. However, we're not quite done on getting new Pokemon just yet. By the looks of things, some Pokemon we already have are ready to evolve. So, let's see whose turn it is to become stronger this time. If you bothered to get a Mealove and managed to get it up to max happiness while leveling up, it will evolve into the Scarf Pokemon Paramina. Similar to its pre-evolution, Paramina represent love in the Cryoto region. It is said that if you and someone else were to touch both of its wings, you would be destined to be together. It is also said to be able to sense love. If it goes near two people which fancy each other, the rings on its body will begin to glow. If you manage to get your Gupplefish up to level 28, it will be able to evolve into the Cuttlefish Pokemon, Guppeloid. This new form now boasts a sturdy shell to protect it from predators, and a new propulsion system in its body, which allows it to swiftly glide through the ocean to catch its prey. However, despite all of these extra abilities, they are still quite often hunted by humans. In fact, Guppeloid make quite the delectable snack in the Cryoto region. Its innards within its shell are not only said to be nutritious, but delicious as well. Once your Hoodwing reaches level 26, it will be able to evolve into Raviary, the hooded Pokemon. In days of old of the Cryoto region, these Pokemon used to be very common with fortune tellers, due to their unique ability to see into the future. However, it's because of that very ability why they are feared by some people, making them very antisocial Pokemon. However, if you do get one to warm up to you, it will be a very responsible ally in battle. Once your Shellos reaches level 30, as usual, it will be able to evolve into Crytonium Gastrodon, the sea slug Pokémon. In order to help it adapt to the cold environment of the Cryoto region, as well as its harsh and dangerous oceans, it had to evolve this armored form. In fact, the armor all over its body is so hard and sturdy that chainsaws have been known to break upon contact. However, this did cause a bit of trouble for it in the Crytonium War. As mentioned before with Shellos, this armor was once harvested in order to substitute as a harder form of metal for swords, other forms of armor, and what have you. Luckily, such an act is illegal in our days. Glad to know that each and every one of our Pokemon teams is getting stronger and stronger as we progress through this region. However, it isn't just through evolution that our teams can get stronger. Oh no. If we look around here for long enough, we can actually find some more Berserker Pokemon. More Berserkers means we can get some more armor-charged forms. So, before we progress on to the next city, let's just look around here for a little bit longer to see if we can find any, shall we?
Supercharge.
Managed to get your hands on an arm fragment? Well, just give it to your Wool Arm and you'll be able to armor charge it. This form is pure fighting type and gains the Moxie ability to boost its further impressive attack power. In fact, not only does this form upgrade its normal arms with impressive maces, but as you can already see, it gains a new pair of arms, all four of which can be used to grapple and smash the opponent. They can even extend themselves and stretch up to 10 feet, making them perfect tools to attack the opponent from far distances. This form gives Woolarm the move Supercharged Arms Up, where it uses its new bound fists to bombard the opponent with a flurry of punches, before sending them flying with a mighty yeah, that. It's basically a more powerful version of Power Up Punch that boosts the physical attack by 2 stages instead of 1.
Supercharge.
The next Pokemon to be rewarded with the power to armor charge is Dustox. Once given a Dust Fragment, it will be able to become this form and have its defense power skyrocketed. It's much bulkier now thanks to its new armored wings, which can also produce supercharged spores. Not only are those spores highly toxic, giving it access to the corrosion ability, but they can also be fired like bullets out of the holes in its eyes and on its chest. And you better not breathe those spores in when you come across this Pokemon, especially if it uses the move Supercharged Dusting, where it drops a whole cloud of these spores on the opponent, which detonate upon contact. Although it's not the strongest supercharged move, it does make up for it with a guaranteed chance of poisoning, and if the opponent is already poisoned, then the move's power is doubled. So, there you go. 2 more supercharged Pokémon, which are there for the taking should you want them. For now though, I think we've dawdled long enough. Let's just move on to the next city before more surprises come around the bend. Otherwise we'll be here until Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Secretary City. A lovely little place slap bam in the middle of the region, known for its super large lake, the Secretary District, which is also home to Secretary Island, which is one of the largest Pokémon camps in the whole region. Trainers will come from all over the country just to go to this very camp. Here, they'll learn how to become proper Pokémon trainers and even guild members. Heck, it also acts as this town's Pokémon guild, so if we want to take on another guild master, we should Wait, hold on. Is that... Hey, that was Loki. What's he doing here? I thought he was with Gresley. Well, it looks like he's heading to Secretary Island, so I guess we better follow him to see what exactly he's up to. We can get to the island either by surfing or by waiting until another boat comes, so we have plenty of options in order to get there. I'm sorry, Loki, but your rank is too low in order to join our guild. I cannot just break my own rules for your sake. Come on, Brandon, give me a chance. You allowed me to take part in your Pokémon camp before I became an official guild member. That doesn't always mean that you're cut out for my guild. I mean, next to the Double C, it's one of the highest ranking guilds in the whole region. And when you became a guild member, you had to start from scratch. You just don't have enough skill or experience yet to join it. I am sorry, Loki. I don't know what else I can do for you. You can give me a chance! That's all I'm asking! That's exactly what you're not giving me right now! You're just shooing me away because you assume that I'm not capable, based around my rank! You don't know that! Loki, I knew that the moment you came to see me. What? I'm sorry, what? Tell me something, Loki. Why do you think you should join my guild? What exactly can you offer in order to give to my guild? What exactly do you think will make you a good member of my guild? Well, I have strong Pokémon. I know everything about Pokémon guilds. I've studied endlessly at your academy. I assured myself that I gained the highest grades out of anybody else. The highest grades possible. I have great knowledge over Pokémon, this region, and pretty much Pokémon guilds in general. What more could you want from me? Well, that's the question, isn't it? What else is there about you? Are you telling me that the only reason why I should bother making you a member of my guild is because you were a perfect student? I'm sorry, Loki, but you're still missing one key factor when it comes to being a guild member in general. What? No! How can that be? That's nonsense! I studied every— What you lack, Loki, is something that cannot be taught. Not by someone else. It's something that you must learn on your own, if you are to become a true guild member. Now, if I were you, I'd probably be off. I heard that there's someone on the mainland that probably wants to speak to you. But that's... A true guild member. What is that even supposed to mean? Well, I take it that was the guild master then, and by the looks of things he shut Loki down completely. Well, regardless, while we are here, I guess we might as well try to battle him. Of course, if you'd like, you could also look around the island, check out the campsite, the training grounds, and all that other stuff. But the main reason you're here is probably to take on the Guildmaster, so we might as well do that right now. In the center of the island is a large hill, which also has a huge castle which not only doubles as the guild, but as the main building of the academy itself. However, the Guildmaster, who also acts as the principal of this academy, is a little bit concerned about his own work, you know, trying to run the place. So, in order to grab his attention, you're going to have to compete in a special tournament against some of the students of this academy. And believe me, you're not going up against any of the newbies, oh no, you're going up against some of its highest ranking members, with the tournament ending once you've beaten member number 1. You can be assured that's bound to get the Guildmaster's attention. Also, while you're here and doing this whole challenge to begin with, you're not allowed to use healing items, nor are you allowed to go to the Pokémon Center on this island. You have to do everything, including the Guildmaster battle, in one go. Alright, what's going on out here? Oh my... I can't believe it! Player, it's you! Wonderful to see you again! I remember when you first came to this academy to learn to become a guild member yourself, and yet here you are, an official member. Oh man, it's so great to see you again. You used to be one of my best students and all. So, how's the Poképals Guild treating you? Ah, that's wonderful to hear. Admittedly, it's hard to find a Pokemon trainer like yourself that gets it when it comes to being a guild member. Most of the members that we have here in our days only really want to join or become a part of a guild just for the sake of money or attention or some other generic petty mean, but you are the only one in a long time that I've ever seen that appears to get what being a guild member truly symbolizes. The will and the desire to help those that are in need, both people and Pokemon. But I'm sure you already know that. So, what brings you back? Battle? Me? Well, I am a little busy at the moment, but I'm sure I have some time to spare. Besides, I would love to see how strong you've become since you left the academy. You may have been brave enough to congratulate from this place with flying colors, but are you brave enough to face me? Let's put that question to the test, and demonstrate to all of these young students how a guild member handles things, shall we? Alright player, show me and my fighting type Pokemon what you've learned. Go, Makuhita! Brandon's fighting type Pokemon will be really hard to take out, especially when you consider his special gimmick. You see, every time he sends out one of his Pokemon, its attack power will boost by 1 stage. Also, his Pokemon know a new fighting move called Chi Strike. This move strikes the opponent in pressure points, which may cause them to flinch, and lower their physical attack by 1 stage. Not bad player, but I'm just getting warmed up. Now the real lesson begins. Go Woolarm! Ha ha ha! An impressive display of strength, but nowhere near impressive enough. I am well aware that you can do way better than that. Go, Machoke! Alright, you get brownie points for making it this far, I must admit. But now, I think it's about time that you face your final exam. Prepare to face Berserkerine! Ladies and gentlemen, we are screwed. This is Berserkerine, the Wolverine Pokémon. And if it wasn't obvious, this guy is the final evolution of Viscerine, evolving from Gritterine once you give it a metal coat while trading. This big fella is the top predator of the Cryoto region, a lone wolf that mostly prefers to keep to itself. However, trainers that have the guts to tame one of these will become remarkably formidable. However, if you are going to train one, make sure to watch its bad side, because if this Pokemon's temper gets too out of control, then it will go on a complete rampage, mowing down anything that dare crosses its path, using its sharp metal claws, which can cut through obsidian. So as you can imagine, this is nowhere near an easy Pokemon to try and beat. You young'uns. You never fail to meet my expectations, do you? Well done, player. I expected nothing less from the potential that you showed me when you first came here. I present you as an example for all of my students. You have the enthusiasm, the power, and of course, the will that I know all of my other students will gain someday. As a reward for your triumph, I present to you one last congratulation gift. Now, player, go. Continue to share your gifts with the rest of the world, and show them what a true guild member can do. Well then, that's 4 Pokemon Guild Masters defeated.
5.
You don't count! And since we did, we'll be able to unlock some side quests that we can do around the camp, such as helping some of the other students with their studies and their Pokemon battling skills. But for now, let's head back to the mainland and see what the heck Loki's up to. I'm ashamed of you, Loki! Getting involved in such a dangerous job, especially when the notorious Team Ragnarok is involved with it! Not to mention the fact that you ran away from Gresley when he was escorting you back to your own guild. You should know better than to do a job that you haven't been assigned with. Well, it's not like you were doing anything about it anyway. Actually, what were you doing about it again? Oh yeah, wandering about with your lovely Rachel here. You leave my beautiful Roselia out of this. It's not her fault that I lost track of time. Well then, in that case it's a good thing that I was there to pick up your slack. I mean, Gresley's whole argument about me being in trouble was utter nonsense. The Mimico Guild was contracted to do that job. It was the whole reason why you and that nobody were assigned to it to begin with. You were the one who decided not to show up. I was merely filling in the dots for you. Loki, that doesn't change the fact that you weren't assigned to that job. It was for Thor and the player to do, whenever they were going to show up or not. That's no excuse for you to intrude where you don't belong. Oh, shut it, you ragdoll! Nobody is talking to you. This is none of your business, so butt out of it. Loki! Dreadful behavior! Disgraceful! How dare you lash out at someone like that? Okay. I didn't want to do this, but after everything that you've done so far, it's clear to me that you need a serious attitude adjustment. As punishment for this, Loki, I, as second in command of the Pokepals Guild, will be invoking your guild license until further notice. What? But no, you can't! It is done, and it shall be done until you learn what being a true guild member symbolizes. Oh, there it is again, that stupid sentence! Everyone keeps telling me that, but you just don't... What is that even supposed to mean? It's something you have to figure out for yourself, Loki. Huh? Oh, player. I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Oh, not you again. You were the last person I wanted to see. This isn't any of your business, so if you don't mind, kindly push off. For the love of Arceus! I've had it up to Jupiter with you! You're either gonna move, or I'm going to make you! You're going down! For real this time! Go, Mudcrow! I'm sick and tired of losing to you! Go, Pokémon! Oh, for crying out loud. Does Arceus hate me or something? Go, Wormus! Well, still better than that Herdia that I used to have, which I traded it for. Come on out! Starter! Did you sell your soul or something to become this good? Why? Why? Ugh. Even at my lowest point right now, you just have to kick me down some more, don't you? At this rate, I'll be so low, I'll be at the Earth's core. Loki, do you still not understand why you keep losing to him? It's the exact same reason why you are not yet worthy to do these sort of jobs, baby brother. You just don't get what makes a true guild master yet. And you are not yet in the right position in order to do these tough jobs. You just need more experience, something you don't have yet. And unless you truly understand what the point of this job is, you won't be able to get any of it. Loki, I know Thor may seem a bit harsh on you, but he's only trying to help you understand. You have to listen to his advice. He knows what he's talking about. Ugh, that's rich. It's always Thor, isn't it? Thor, Thor, Thor. Look at how much of a great guild member Thor is. Look at how powerful he is and how kind and loving he is. But nobody ever cares about me, huh? Sheesh. With that kind of an attitude, it's no wonder you don't have any friends. No. No, it's because of him that I don't have any friends. Ugh, you should have been there, Thor, when I was at that academy on that island over there. Every day, every bloomin' day, it was, Loki, you will never be as good as Thor. Try as much as you like, but you won't be as good as your brother. You're nothing but a shadow in comparison to Thor. Why are you even bothering to try and become a guild member? You'll just be nothing but a chip off of Thor's shoulders. Thor, 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 I was tired of it. Every day, everybody on that island compared me to you just because we were related. And the worst part wasn't saying I wouldn't be good enough. Oh, no. Everybody on that island praised you without getting to know you at all. It was, well, nonsensical. I mean, everyone kept saying, oh, look at how wonderful Thor is as a guild master. He's a great guild member in general. He's loving, kind, and so strong. He's everything you wish you could be, Loki. Never mind the fact that he would throw away his responsibilities just to goof off with some nobodies. No, best guild master ever. We don't need to bother to get to know any of these people. We just know that one of them can't live up to the other's potential, and the other is perfect in absolutely every way. Why should you need to prove yourself, Thor? Because everybody just loves you anyway, because they know how much of a great guild member and how much of a great person you are, without actually getting to know you. You don't need to tell me anything, Thor. You don't deserve any of that attention. I'm the one who's trying to get all of these jobs done. I'm the one who's trying to make a difference in the world. You just want to gallivant off to Neverland while I'm left here to grow up. Is that all that you think about being a guild member? Just getting the job done? What? Seriously? After that huge tangent, that's all you have to say? Were you even listening to me? Do you even care? I do. Which is why I will be revoking your guild license, as I have said. I don't want you getting in over your head again. Now, return to our temporary home in Robintown until further notice. Do I make myself clear? Fine. I was wasting my breath trying to talk to you anyway. I never knew. I mean, I knew he had some hardships when he entered the academy, but I never thought to ask if he... and that he... Ugh. Therefore, I'm sure you gave him the right advice to hear. Yeah, but they weren't the words that he wanted to hear. I thought his brash personality came from his inexperience, and the fact that he wanted to prove himself so badly. I never thought that urge to prove himself came from such a troubled past. Ugh. I wish Father was here. He would know what to say to him. Well, he isn't here, is he? And besides, trying to reason with him now is probably kind of meaningless. He's too angry to listen to that sort of thing. So I say just leaving him alone for now is probably the better move. You know, give him some time to cool down. Ugh. You're right, my dear. Maybe it is best that we give him some room to breathe. Player, my greatest apologies that you had to be roped into all this. However, I am glad that I managed to meet up with you. Apparently, we found the location of a third scroll. It's on the other side of the region, in a place called the Forest of Rust. It's a very popular tourist attraction. It shouldn't take you too long to get to it from here. However, from what I've heard, there was a horrible landslide on Route 13, so you're probably going to have to take the long way around in order to get to it. If you don't mind, Thor, can we take this route together? There's a lovely bit of scenery that I would like to show you on Route 9. Oh ho ho ho! Why of course, my dear! Anything to cheer you up after how horrible my brother Loki was to you. Sorry, player, but when it comes to travelling to the Forest of Rust, you're on your own. However, I will try to catch up to you there. At least sooner or later. I promise. In the meantime, here's something to help you out. Farewell, player. Wow. A lot of stuff happened in this episode, didn't it? Welp, at least we know where to go next. So, we will be heading to the Forest of Rust next time, as our Pokemon journey through Cryoto continues.